Hello everybody, Ragtag Sagby here. Welcome to the next episode. In the last episode we escaped Luoyang, and in this episode we're going to do the Battle of Hulao Gate. Now I have raised the audio of my recording to hopefully be a little louder, because I don't know. I don't know if the volume for the first episode was a little bit on the quiet side, so I'm just going to raise it for this episode to see how it sounds, and yeah, and basically see if I'll keep it this way or maybe lower it. 8's audio is a little weird, so I just want to be careful not blaring the game in your ears. Here's from my recording software. But anyway, I'll see how it is and I'll try to work it out as we go. So anyway, time for the Battle of Hulao Gate. Heroes from around the land have gathered to slay the traitors Dong Zhuo. Work together with your allies to break through the impenetrable Hulao Gate. Alright, let's select the characters. We have access to Shahudun, Lian, and Ju Jing, if I remember his pronunciation correctly. Let's go with him. He's actually one of my favorite characters, and I love his weapon style in this game. So let's get in the battle with him.
I shall not disappoint you.
I am Yuan Shao, the leader of this coalition. The reprehensible Dong Zhuo has thrown the court into chaos. He must be extirpated. My allies, join me in this noble quest.
The nobility. His name is his strength. I must break free of this and prove myself to the world.
That settles it!
Hmm?
You are the one I must serve. Now I'm sure of it.
Why me, though? Surely there are others more worthy.
Who are these men?
You said you wanted strength. I got us some help. These two look like they'd be useful. The time is ripe. The rest is up to you.
And starting this stage, we get a camp, which I'll explain a little bit after this conversation. What are your names? Pardon me, my lord. I can't remember. Can't remember how you say the first part of his name. Like Yu Jing. And I am Lian. Contrary to what you may have heard about me, I can prove to be quite useful. Shahudun. I can attest to his skills. He's a bit odd, but he'll keep things interesting. You may be right. So yeah, so here we have access to a camp. certain stages before you actually get into the actual battle, you will have a camp here. For the project, I will be speaking to every NPC so we can see their dialogue. Not to mention, there's usually that dude over there who you can buy weapons from. So let's see what the people have to say. And talking to these people can be interesting because it actually helps give more light into the battle and can also warn you about certain things about the stage ahead of time. Master Yu Jing is skilled with a bow. I would very much like to see him in action one day. Also, they can also give you a bit of information about the characters that actually appear in the stage too. Master Yu Jing is very modest, but he can also be very bold. Lord Cao Cao is sure to like him. And another thing I will say, some of these dialogue you will get is also dependent on character. So if you picked like Shahu Dun or Lian for the stage, I think some of these soldiers' dialogue will actually change to reflect that. Or they may say something specifically to you if they are mentioning your character in question. Master Yuan likes to study and is well read. He's sure to please Lord Cao Cao. I hear that Master Yuan has good intuition. I don't know how much what he says you can trust though. What's Dong Zhuo? What's Dong Zhuo? What Dong Zhuo did was horrible. Words cannot describe what he's done. This area is known to have tigers, hence the name Hulao, which means tiger cage. Today, there are even more frightening creatures lurking about, like Dong Zhuo's officer, Lu Bu. This was all Cao Cao's planning. Everyone seems to know it was his doing. Listen to this! Lord Cao Cao sure is particular about who he chooses to join him. He only picks the best. That is why I think such high expectations for Master Yu Jing and Master Yu Lan. He looks really strong. I'm too scared to go near him. Look at all these officers. Some of them look really strong. I was about to say really annoying. It's like, nope, that's not what that's spelled as. Huh, no point in talking about them. I better get things done my way. Also another thing to pay attention, if there is no more blue, if the arrow is grayed out, that means you've listened to every line of dialogue they can say to you. If you walk away and there's still a blue arrow, that means that you have more things to say. Should probably point that out so you know which people you're done talking. And obviously if they have a red arrow above their head, that's the character you have to speak to begin the stage. The guardian of Sishui Gate is Hong Jiao? He's said to be very strong. Please approach him with caution. The one thing I will say about Samurai Warriors and Dynasty Warriors is that at least I have a better job saying the names of the Japanese names, because Japanese names are easier translated in English compared to Japanese names. So like, yeah, Chinese names easier to say. Japanese names, while I love most Japanese names, take a while to learn how to say properly. I think there's maybe only like maybe 2 or 3 characters in the game I have trouble actually pronouncing their name correctly. Compared to Samurai Warriors, where I was like, was this the correct pronunciation? Which, oh boy, if I ever get back to another Samurai Warriors game, and again I'm gonna have to refresh myself on pronouncing certain characters. Lu Bu is one we need to watch out for. He's more frightening than Dong Zhuo. Hey, I heard that someone actually beat him the other day. I wonder who it was. Ah, you must be Cao Cao's officers. He is lucky to have so many gifted officers. You will all make this collaboration a strong one. Lord Liu Bei, you saved us. We will repay you for this deed. Lord Liu Bei will follow you wherever you go. Dong Zhuo has gone too far. He has deposed the Emperor only to replace him with his heir. He's constantly abusing his power and doing as he please. Oh, that sounds almost like modern day, well, not exactly modern day China, but almost similar to what they're doing. No way the others are gonna turn a blind eye. I heard Dong Zhuo keeps a really beautiful woman by his side. I wonder just how pretty she is. Yeah, I get excited just thinking about it. Let's hurry and fight our way to his location. Got any paper? If you do, we can draw our swords. Okay, that was bad. Yeah, that is a very bad pun. But here's a blacksmith. The blacksmith, you can go to sell your weapons and buy weapons. Weapons that are available to you in story mode are dependent on the stage. The later the stage is, the more powerful weapons you can get. But as you can imagine, they are very expensive. Oh, did I miss you, or do you have more to say? Many people have gathered to defeat Dong Zhuo. They've gathered under the name Yuan Shao, but looks like as if there are other key players as well. Oh, you have more to say too, because I'm pretty sure I spoke to you. Someone defeated Lu Bu? I don't know who it was, but I sure wish he was here. Lord Yuan Shao's amazing. Noblemen sure know how to carry themselves. I may be strong, but my intuition is stronger. My hunches are usually right. Here's how I feel about this battle. No, I won't say anything. I don't want you to get too excited. Getting rid of Dong Zhuo won't restore peace to the land. Someone will simply take his place. I must be prepared for when that time comes. I will be needing you more than ever. Don't be so nervous. Just relax and do what you can do. Whatever path Cao Cao takes, you are sure to play a large role. Now go prove yourself in this battle. I believe that is everybody we can currently talk to, so let's get the battle started. I am Yuan Shao, leader of this coalition. You're lucky to have me on your side. Our objective is to defeat that scoundrel Dong Zhuo and rescue the Emperor in Luoyang. In order to do that, we must first clear Hulao Gate. Show no mercy to anyone who stands in your way. I expect nothing but the best from you. Now get out there!
We must defeat these traitors and restore
Yay, voice acting!
Empire. All units, advance!
First, we must break through Sishui Gate. We'll advance through the center.
It looks like we're the first ones here. We'll need to wait for our allies before we go any further.
Let's go!
You're going to face me. Step forward.
The enemy is hindering our advance. We are unable to maintain our supply.
So yeah, his weapon, the critical blade, which I think his weapon is known as the dual hook blades. They are a really fun weapon. And actually kind of looks really cool.
Our supply lines have been cut off. Difficult to build cohesion with disparate forces like this. Xiaodu, you and U-18 deal with the enemies in front of the gate. Dian and I will speak to Yuan Shao.
Seems like Cao Cao's going to deal with the supplies. And by the way, I mentioned in the previous episode that certain characters will take you to certain places in the map. This is one of the cases. If you play as Yuan, you will go to the supply base to help out with the supplies. So again, actually adds a bit of replayability to the stages. And obviously, you're not going to replay the stages like 3 to 4 times to show everything off, but it's something that you can experience when you play this game. However, certain hypothetical objectives do require you to play certain characters.
Well done. I couldn't do better myself. You saved due to your efforts. I owe you my thanks.
Jump, 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 jump. I'm trying to remember which... There's one strong attack I remember he does where he throws his blade up and then there. Oh, you stupid soldier! I was about to do it.
At last, the supply route is finally clear. Forward. Get those
There we go.
supplies to the front
Throws it
line.
up and catches it with his weapon and to swing it around. That is awesome.
Pathetic rabble! You'll never pass through this gate while I stand before you!
The provisions have finally made it. Now, push on to
This is
Sishui Gate.
going quite well. That was perfect.
Dealt with him.
You fight well, Yue Jin. I know you are somebody that I can count on.
Let's continue. Cut them down. Whoop, 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 whoop. Bam. Let me just look at my... That might be a little too loud. Let me just... I just turn it down a smidge. That should be alright. But I looked over the audio recording like, oh, maybe that's a little too loud when it comes to the combat.
Take this!
Incoming boulders.
Down on us from above. We need to capture the enemy base up there to stop the arrows.
Yeah, again, the audio for this game, because 8 has really weird audio issues. Because especially the voices are a little bit on the quiet side.
The land, the glory.
It's definitely going to take me a little bit to actually try and find a sweet spot.
On Hulao Gate.
And I don't want to turn down like the in-game music because this sound, because like any Warriors game, the soundtrack rocks.
If you do, I'll hunt you down personally.
Like I don't think there's a Warriors game that I know of that where the soundtrack is awful.
See what you are capable of. Oh, I've gone and gotten myself into a trap.
Cut them down.
You are no ordinary fighter, now are you?
Sorry if there was a cut, I had to check on something. But anyway, let's continue bringing down the enemies.
Let's go. Now is the time to attack.
I have no choice but to go out and fight myself. Step forward.
My lord has ordered me to stop you. Come and face my wrath.
I can tell how powerful you are. However, that will not stop me from what I must do.
We defeated him.
Hulao Gate is formidable indeed. We need some siege weapons in order to break it down. Yue Jin, help me capture the base to the west of Hulao Gate in order to clear a path for the ram.
Already on it, Cao Cao. Fun fact about Cao Cao's name, I believe in the early Dynasty Warriors, I think like around 1, 2, I think it's like 3 or 4. The English wasn't best in this game, wasn't best in the series, and they used to call him Cao Cao.
Our allies are being attacked by
It's like one of the greatest heroes in Japan that started in Japan. Why is this Japan? In China, that started unifying it as like the hero of dairy.
Sorry for the trouble.
When the actual pronunciation is Cao Cao. I think they didn't get the pronunciation right until around,
I couldn't do better myself.
I think it was like around 5.
You must have angered the heavens to face me in battle. That did not go nearly to I must come back and try again.
Ow.
I've never gotten this far if I didn't have a few tricks up my sleeve.
They've closed the gates. Dynasty against them. Hurry and silence those enemy catapults.
Let's use this ballisty.
I'm being pushed back. Must find a way to overcome.
Fire! Just shoot arrows. Let's go in and join the fight.
What a waste of my time. You're not even worth soiling my blade.
Reinforcements. I thank you for your aid.
No problem. Now let's break through the gate.
I shall remember your efforts.
You again. You won't escape this time. Die, insect! Look out! Run! I'll keep him busy!
He stands fast before even Lu Bu. A brave warrior, indeed. Let's leave this to him. We head for Luoyang.
Let's run a little bit.
The last time we met. That won't happen again. This is where you die.
Yeah, I'll deal with you in a little bit, Lu Bu.
For being Dong Zhuo's mere lapdog. My head was no easy target.
I have no interest in fighting worthless peons. Stay out of my way if you wish to live.
Lu Bu's presence is awe-inspiring. However, I am ready for the challenge.
I am here to face you personally. Prepare yourself.
Hello, Dong Zhuo.
Before. As agreed, I have come to slay Dong Zhuo.
Lord Cao Cao, do not worry about me and simply do as you have promised.
You are willing to risk your life for this cause. I will not let you down.
Master Cao Cao, let us work together to win this battle so that the people can know peace.
Liu Bei, wasn't it? I'm afraid such lofty ideals do not win battles, nor do they conquer the land. Ideals are worthless unless you have sufficient strength to back them up.
Liao Chan! Liao Chan! Fire insects! I shall exterminate you all!
Yeah, so if you defeat her before you defeat Lu Bu, you will enrage him and he will come after you. But in this level, he's easy to beat because I have powerful weapons. This is what happens when you break their gauge.
Okay, I fight to bring glory.
Gauge when you have an element stronger than theirs. And I'm surprised Lu Bu didn't say anything there, because I'm pretty sure he's supposed to say something when you defeat him. Hey, let's just break through the enemy lines.
This is going quite well. That was perfect.
You are no ordinary fighter, now are you?
Dee-dee-doo, dee-dee-doo.
I'm going to have your
Yep, just cut you down.
You pathetic scum! I'll burn all of you to ashes!
He set the city on fire.
Curses! Just how low is he willing to stoop?
You're finally here. Sorry for the trouble.
Let's fight through the flames and get to Dong Zhuo.
Why do you have such low self-esteem? You need to be more confident.
Also, if you're in Dynasty Warriors 8, if you're in anywhere where there's flames, you will actually take damage while you're in there. I believe to a certain amount. So don't stay in flamed areas on fire for too long.
I'm going to have your head.
Nope, I'm gonna have yours. I have powerful weapons on my side.
You dare to stand before me? Then die. Ha! Cao Cao, you stood in my way for the last time.
Unfortunately for you, I no longer fear your strength. This reign of tyranny ends now.
And we cut him down.
You mangy dogs! Don't think for a moment this means you've dethroned me.
No one wants a throne you've been sitting on.
You fat pig! Stand your ground! Curse it! I wanted to finish him off myself!
Who are you?
Whoever he is, he saved us back there. My thanks. Will you tell us your name?
I've got no grand name to impress the likes of you. I just know that man is an evil tyrant, and that he brings only pain and grief. So I decided that I wanted to be a part of any battle against him.
Huh. So you just joined in without telling anyone. That's pretty odd.
Indeed. He could prove a very valuable man.
And that's it for this episode. So next episode for Wei, we're gonna be doing the battle for Jing province. Wrong battle. Battle for Yang province. So if you like this episode, do like the video. It helps tremendously. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment on your thoughts on the Battle of Hulao Gate. 8. Share my content so that way more people can see it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Later.